Hello again, folks. So we're coming up on the spot I was talking about in the previous video. It's kind of a mystery to me. I'm not really sure. Again, this could have been another quarry-related area. No, this is not a very active line, if anybody's wondering, as I let my dog run down the middle of the tracks. It's restricted, 10 miles an hour. Don't think they run on Sundays. Yes, I know, trespassing and all that. I shouldn't do it, but what are you gonna do? How cool. I have to believe this goes back to the original build of the Berks County Railroad, later to become the Schuylkill and Lehigh. Obviously, this has been regraded over the years, but I'm thinking maybe 2 tracks through here and one that got a lot closer to this wall right here. There's giant holes up there that looked like they had some giant timbers sticking out at one time, possibly when they capped the wall with concrete. Maybe it held something else, I'm not really sure. We'll go up top in a second. It's got these old iron. There's another one right there. I looked at the old historical photos, and it's not helping. I can't really see what may or may not have been there. The pictures are just a little too blurry, although I will check again now that I've actually stood here and looked at it. Maybe something new will pop in the pictures. It's got to be some sort of loading platform, I would think. See, Stella knows where we're going. And it looks like there could have been a quarry, another little small quarry. We'll go back up in a second. Let's come down here. These trees out here took a beating from the spotted lanternflies a couple of years ago. That's why this tree is all charred like that. So there's a nice 30-foot, 35-foot cut of rock over there, and this is all hollowed out. Let's see if we can get down in here a little better. It's really swampy. No, it's not too bad. Come on, Stell. Yeah, I'm thinking this was another quarry here. Pardon me, got the sniffles today. That would make sense. Another open pit quarry. Maybe this again, for building material or for some early cement production. Just not sure. I will try to do some more research about this area when I get home. But definitely, we're in a bowl right now. So this was quarried at one point, and it must have been humped up to that retaining wall and loaded on the train as they went by. Let's go back to that retaining wall. And this is right on the other side of the tracks from that first quarry that we were just looking at. There's quite a few quarries out here. And again, as I mentioned in the previous video, Heidelberg Cement is out here, and they have a massive hole in the ground that they're still pulling limestone out of, and have been for decades. Originally, I think that was a Lehigh Cement plant, or it might have been an Allentown Cement, and I don't know if the two are the same or different. My apologies for that. I know Lehigh Cement had plants all over the country at one time. So there's a good chance that it could have been a Lehigh cement plant originally. And that's what Norfolk Southern is hauling out of here when they come through. As they're pulling cement out of the cement plant. Got about 1.5 inches of rain out in Berks and Lehigh counties last night, so everything is a quagmire right now. Stella, hey, get up here. Come on. Okay, so now we're up on top of this retaining wall. And I think the track would have come in through here a lot closer. Oh man, I don't know. So many questions. But it's gotta be quarry related in some way, shape, or form. I don't think this would have been farm related, although there are farmsteads all over here and were a lot more back in the day. All right, it's too thick to get through there, so we'll go down, take one last look, and then I will await your opinions on what you think may or may not have been going on here. All right, so again, the railroad is originally the Berks County Railroad. Chartered, built 1870s, later became the Schuylkill and Lehigh, and then eventually the Schuylkill and Lehigh branch of the Reading Railroad before becoming abandoned pretty much entirely, except for what you now see, which is the Evansville spur of Norfolk Southern, and there's a little section in Kempton that some of you may know of called the WK&S Railroad. And that is also part of the original Schuylkill and Lehigh, Berks County, all those different names that this road once had. I really want to know what those holes had in them at one point. And it's sloped as well. It has a little bit of a grade to it. So it's possible they could have... I just don't know. Well, what do you think, folks? Let me know in the comments. I think we're going to take a walk down to the old train station site and see what we can find down there. See you down the road.